So one of the things as I transitioned from an insurance agency owner into a marketing agency owner and then started to build a small team around me in marketing is that I feel like it's very difficult to let go of things that I enjoy and that I'm good at. And sometimes I'm good at things that I don't enjoy. I think we all can relate to that. But one of the things that I've really started to see fall off that I've wanted to grasp on my own and make it something that I continue to do because I do enjoy it is the appointment setting part. And so as that has taken a backseat to the rest of the business, I've realized that like our business doesn't grow if we don't have people we're sitting in front of. And so when those appointments start to dwindle a little as the seasons happen, right? People are going into the end of Q2. We've got 2 more weeks. And so people are going to start reimagining and reorganizing where their priorities are for marketing in their businesses, because some agencies have goals that they're on pace to hit, or maybe they're ahead of, or maybe they're slightly behind of, and they're going to start allocating more money, which means they're going to start looking for other marketing firms and agencies to help get them over the hump and past that line so that they can be on pace or well above pace. And so personally, I enjoy the appointment setting part, and we have so many leads in our system. We have, as I'm pulling it up right now, over 8,659 leads. And I'm sure if we clean it up a little, there's a few duplicates in there. That's probably still well over 8,500 leads. Obviously, not all of those people we have been able to get in front of on a discovery call. And so I'm taking the initiative to dedicate time each day to ensure that I'm setting, before I leave out of here each day and I stop working, at least 1 appointment each day. Yesterday, it was rough. I was probably dialing for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours just to get 1 appointment. And it wasn't because of a skill thing. It's because people just don't pick up their phones. In those 3 hours, I spoke to 2 people. One wasn't in front of his computer. We've got a call back for him, and I was able to get 1 appointment set. So some days it might take 10 minutes. I might get it on the second call, and that's perfectly fine. I still finish out my dedicated time, but I think giving yourself dedicated time for things that are super important to you. People might say, well, you have a team, you have automations, we have all these things, why don't you just let them do it? I think it's super important that like if you truly enjoy something, that you dedicate some time to it to avoid burnout. People get burnt out because they do things that they don't enjoy. And so if I get rid of every single thing that I enjoy, and I'm going to have a business that I do not enjoy, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for my team. That doesn't work for anybody. So I've dedicated time to that. I've also dedicated 15 minutes a day. It's not a lot, but at the beginning of my day, just 15 minutes to reading. I think that's super important also. One, because I enjoy reading, and with 3 kids and a business, it's very difficult unless I'm staying up super late or waking up super early. It's difficult to get like a fair amount of reading in. And so what I've done is I've just made it a point to just dedicate time to it each day in the morning. And that's so that I could, one, just have a good mental reset, and then also it does spark a lot of creativity in me. Depending on what book I'm reading, it might trigger different portions of thought, or I might just learn something from the book itself, and that is always going to be a net positive for my business. So if you aren't reading, I suggest you start dedicating at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes goes by really quickly, but it's super valuable. And if you think about it, if you're doing 15 minutes a day, that's an hour and 15 a week. You're looking at, what is that? That's 5 hours a month of reading that you wouldn't have had otherwise. I think that's super valuable. That puts you way ahead of everyone else. And if you're doing that over the course of a year, you can add up and rack up and do the math on how many more hours of reading and education you're giving yourself that you wouldn't have otherwise. And that also gives you a leg ahead of your competition who's not doing the same. So I just wanted to take that time to make this video because that's really been weighing on me. And I think it's super important that like you do put time to the side in your business to do the things that you enjoy within your business, because it's very easy sometimes where it may become a bottleneck for your business if you don't reallocate your time and effort to other things that may be more pressing. And for me, I've put it in a position where it doesn't become a bottleneck because we do have processes in place to handle it, but I am giving myself that okay to do the thing that I enjoy, and it still adds to the bottom line for the business. And I hope you do the same for yours.